Hi guys, I'm sorry for the background and the weird lighting in this video and possibly any strange audio sounds. I'm going to try not to move around too much so I'm not casting too much light on my face. I'm currently in a hotel room in New York City. I've been here all week for Fashion Week and I'm going to continue to be here for a few more days. And I have just been experiencing some weird things, and tonight was kind of the catalyst on the weird things. I don't really know what this is. Partially, like, I hear some weird stuff that's happened to me recently video. Partially, I think there's a glitch in the Matrix video. Partially a Stalker video. Partially a paranormal video. I don't even know anymore. Let's start out with this, because I had started to talk about this on Twitter and I started to like make little like iPhone clips and stuff like that, because I was literally just going to talk about it on Twitter and upload it, and then I thought, no, I need to like literally sit down and record a video because this is too freaking weird. Also, if you're like new to my channel, everyone who's been here for a while already knows this is just like Loey. This is just me. But if you've never been here before, you're gonna think these are the weirdest, dumbest, silliest stories, and that I'm literally coming out of left field with nothing right now. But I don't know. There's just been some really strange things going on. I'm a little bit sick if you can't hear my voice. I'm feeling very exhausted by New York. But at the same time, like, there's been some stuff I can't quite explain. So let me start out with what happened the other day. I had to change hotels while I was in New York City, and that's because one of the hotels that I was booked through one brand had let up. One of the brands that sent me out for Fashion Week had let up. And then the next brand that I was working with had begun. So I'm so sorry about this lighting, by the way, guys. Literally, I did everything I could. I just have to like talk about this so I can like stop freaking out. I had noticed this and I thought it was weird, and I chalked it up to me being forgetful. I was drinking this. This is my favorite drink of the moment. You can see here it says Loey. It says venti iced latte, quad, 3 pumps pumpkin sauce with almond milk. That is my go-to drink because I don't like how sweet pumpkin spice lattes really can be, if that makes any sense. So I had already ordered this, right? Keep in mind, I had gone to Starbucks specifically to order this, had brought the cup back to my hotel. When I come back, and I'm gonna have to be kind of delicate with this, I see this sitting in the room, and I immediately think that my friend Ben has been kind of traveling around New York with me. I thought maybe he had gotten a coffee as well, but literally on the back here, it says venti iced latte, 3 pumps pumpkin sauce with almond milk. So my drink, but it's the name of my stalker. I don't remember what I had named him in my stalker videos. Maybe it was Jim or something like that. It's not Jim that is on this cup. It is his name. It's literally his name. And I've said before that his name is a strange spelling, that it's not a name I've seen anyone else really have with that spelling. And I saw that and immediately freaked out. I've never told Ben about my stalker. He has no idea about him. No one really knows his real name. And the reason I kind of talked myself out of it was I thought maybe I had postmated something. Maybe Ben had postmated something and just not told me. And maybe this was just the world's weirdest coincidence that it was my drink with my stalker's name on it. I know that that sounds really stupid, and I didn't wind up confronting Ben about it. I have now, and the answer to if he got that drink was a no. I've gone through my Postmates history and I did not postmate anything, but I kept brushing it off and thinking I had to have ordered 2. Something had to have happened, because why else would this drink with his name on the label be in my room? Weird, but again, I kept shoving it off and thinking this was some sort of misunderstanding, because there's no way. I have not heard from this dude in months, almost a year now, I think. I don't even know, like, how would he have found me in New York? Like, all sorts of questions. And then I asked Ben while I was out and about. I actually went to, I would show you guys, but they're all on the floor. I went to the Torrid store today, and they very kindly gave me some clothes for New York Fashion Week just because I was very unprepared. And so while I was out and about, I asked Ben if he would pick me up an iced tea. I'm not feeling well. I'm trying to really hydrate myself and stick off of the coffee for now so that I can kick this cold's butt. So I was drinking my iced venti passion tea, and it had like 3 Splendas in it. It doesn't have a label or anything on it. And I was drinking this, and I was just laying down in bed. And this is why I don't know how to explain this, because I feel like I would have noticed if there were 2 teas in the room, and literally I had drunk to exactly here, exactly right here. And I look up and there's another tea sitting over here on the counter. How would I not have noticed there were 2 in the room? So I texted Ben and I was like, hey, did you get a tea and then leave half of it here? And he said no, that he had only ordered 1 tea. I will show you the back of this one. This is not the same order as what I got. This is a venti iced passion tea go iced tea with liquid cane sugar, and I got mine with Splenda. So It's not the same. There's no name this time, but Ben literally said he did not order 2. He sent me a copy of the receipt. He had only ordered 1. I literally don't know how that second tea got in here, because I've been in here for like an hour just drinking my tea, and I look up and suddenly there's another half drunk tea. It's like a glitch in the matrix. Something's very weird here. It was literally like I looked up and another tea appeared, and I had to like stop for 5 minutes and just stare at it. And some of you, like, especially if you've never watched my channel before, are like, you're going crazy. But it's just weird, and maybe I'm delirious and I don't know what's going on, but like, the fact that the first one has my former stalker's name on it, and now, and I don't know where that coffee came from, and now there's a tea in here that I swear to you was not in here. It was exactly as much drunk as the one that I was drinking was. I don't know, man. I don't know. Weird. Like, weird. Yeah, weird. But whatever. You know what I mean? Like, strange, bizarre things happen 24/7, but they're pretty easily explainable. So let's backtrack to some of the paranormal things I think have happened in the last few days. I swear to you, I don't know if the ghost is like following me from my apartment everywhere I go, but the weirdest stuff has been happening at both of the hotels now that I have stayed at for Fashion Week. By the way, shameless self-plug, but I'm doing like a Fashion Week lookbook, so be on the lookout for that soon. Sorry for the sirens, by the way. The first hotel, I would hear someone coming into the room all night. That first night that I stayed at the hotel, I was totally alone. My manager, Jake, had not come out to New York Fashion Week because he had a family emergency. And this was before I had asked my friend Ben to come and stay with me. And he works occasionally like as my assistant and as my photographer and things like that. So this is before I had asked him to come out. I would hear it all night long, someone coming into the room. And I would jump up because I would be in bed or I would be in the bathroom or something. I would jump up, I would look, and no one would be coming into the room. And I thought at first maybe it was the room next to me, but it would just sound like the door had opened, like somebody had come into the room. And the door kept doing that, kept opening. I kept hearing what sounded like someone coming into the room all night long, but the door never opened. No one ever came in. It happened all night to the point where I couldn't sleep because every time I would start to doze off, I would hear the freaking door open. Like, I can't explain it to you guys. It was literally like somebody was walking in, and I wouldn't hear like what would sound like the key card. You know what I mean in a hotel when the key card swipes and you can hear that little electronic like buzzing sound when it accepts the key card. I couldn't hear that. But it was just like someone had opened the door. Heard it all, like, oh my God, the friggin' phone just scared me so bad. Hello? Could you send him upstairs? Thank you. Sorry guys, your girl ordered some food, so he'll be at the door in a second. So all night long, just kept hearing people enter the room. And I thought that was really like creepy. And then that entire next day, I just felt really unsettled because I couldn't sleep. I swear to you, I kept hearing someone enter the room, and I would have the door deadbolted. So it's like I knew in my heart no one could get in, but I just kept hearing it. If you watch my vlog channel, by the way, this is the hotel that I vlogged in. And I literally posted a vlog like a few days ago from inside of that hotel. So like 2 days later, I'm kind of going downstairs because I decided I did kind of want to use the gym area. They had an elliptical. I said in my vlog that they didn't because I called the front desk. Apparently they didn't know what a freaking elliptical was because they definitely had an elliptical downstairs. So I go downstairs to go work out, and as I'm walking downstairs, I see like this flash of like black hair in front of me. Like somebody's like walking in front of me, and I was like, okay, whatever, it's just someone else down here. It was like midnight, by the way. So I wound up FaceTiming a friend of mine while I work out, whatever. And I look out as I'm working out, just like kind of glance out of the corner of my eye, and I see somebody walk by again. It's just like a bit of black hair that I see walking past. Like it looks like a woman with like black hair, but I see no other features aside from like black hair and like a normal outfit. I don't see any other details. So this is the second time someone's walking by and I don't really catch a glimpse of them. Again, I'm not really freaked out. While I'm working out, I swear to you guys, I hear what sounds like mumbled talking, and I'm on FaceTime with a friend of mine. He literally asks me on FaceTime, hey, what was that? And I'm like, I don't know. And I turn around and I see black hair again, just going by. At this point, I'm a little bit freaked out because it's like someone's pacing back and forth in front of the gym. So I kind of finish up what I'm doing. I go back upstairs. That was that. That's probably not paranormal. It's just kind of weird. So whatever. I thought it was kind of creepy, went on with my life. Something else really weird that happened here was I got this random Postmate. This is not paranormal or creepy, it's just like a rando story. I got this Postmate who was like high off his boo hiney, and literally he dropped off my food and he came into the room, and like I was propping open the door, and he said, oh, you can close that. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna close you in here with me, you freaking maniac. So he leaves me my food, whatever. And he leaves, and literally 20 minutes later he comes and knocks on the door, and there's a knock on the door, and I go to the peephole and it's him, my Postmate. I was just like, it's been 20 minutes, what's up? And so I say hello, and he says, hi, it's me. And he's like, yeah, I just wanted to make sure you had ketchup for your fries, because I had asked for ketchup for fries for the meal that Ben and I were eating. And I was like, no, but it's fine. And he was like, okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And I was like, yeah, it's literally okay. So he leaves, and I just thought that was so weird that 20 minutes later he just comes back. So anyways, strange, whatever. Not paranormal, obviously, just kind of creepy. So then when we come to this hotel, when I migrate over to this hotel and I bring all of my stuff and whatever, last night I had opened up the window just because it's pretty nice outside and I didn't really want to run the AC and I'm not feeling great. And I hear someone screaming bloody murder outside, and Ben was in here helping me unpack, and he immediately like grabs one of my key cards and he's like, I'll be back in a second, goes outside, walks for like 20 minutes and is asking everyone, did you hear that? Because the scream was so loud, you guys, it sounded like someone was being killed. I don't know know how else to explain it. It sounded like someone was like literally dying, and it went on and went on and went on, like someone was screaming over and over and over again. And he went outside and he looked, and the minute he left, the screaming stopped, and he couldn't find anyone, number one, who was screaming, but he also asked everyone around and no one else had heard it but us. And like, this is a very, very, very heavily trafficked part of New York, so I don't understand at all. And last night I just kept having the weirdest dreams, like the weirdest dreams, you guys, about like people in my life that I love, like in these awful situations, like in car crashes and dying, and like not just one person, or else I would think it was like a premonition or like something like that. It's like everyone I know, everyone I love, just these awful things happening, and like awful things happening in my career. And I slept for like 12 hours. I slept so hard, and I just kept having these terrible, terrible dreams. And I don't know, it just feels really negative and really weird. And this video really, like, I don't know, just something feels very off. I might just be stressed. These might just be stress dreams. Okay, hi guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not going over there to that setup again. I know the lighting was not great. I really should have just like held up the camera the whole time. I was editing this and I realized there were a few things I should have mentioned. Number one was that right before I filmed this video, my friend Ben called me and he asked me basically if I was back at my hotel room, and I was like, yeah. And he said, but how did you get in? And I told him, well, I have my key, like it was my purse. And he said, but I have your other key. And when I left, there was a key on the dresser in this room. Lo and behold, there's a third key that neither one of us had made that is on the dresser in this room, and it is a key to my room. I don't even know what to think about that. So that's really weird. A key literally appeared out of nowhere. I don't even know. I got two keys at the start of check-in. I gave one to Ben, I gave one to myself, and I just checked. That key is a key to this room. The key in my purse was to this room. The key that Ben had was to my room. I don't even know. So that was really weird. But the other thing I wanted to mention was the whole thing with seeing the woman with black hair repeatedly when I was downstairs in the gym area of the hotel. Maybe this is just because I'm so used to being around animals and I'm so used to like having animals in my life that this is just second nature or something. But as I was walking around my hotel room in that first hotel, I kept thinking I would see a black cat at my feet, to the point where I would like trip myself, or like I would literally jump to the side to avoid stepping on the black cat or kicking the black cat or something while I was walking. And this happened multiple times in that hotel. So that's why the thing with the woman with the black hair had like really weirded me out, but I didn't really explain that very well. Let me know what you think about that Starbucks thing too. It was like this weird moment where I looked up and I saw the cup, and I had been in here for so long and I had looked around the room so many times that I just saw it and I was like, is this even real? Like, am I awake right now? Because it was so weird to look up and see a cup. You know, obviously this is drunk more now because a girl is thirsty, but like, you know what I mean? Like in the moment, it was like the same height. It was strange. It was really, really, really weird. But anyways, this has been the end of this pointless, weird video. I love you guys. If you watch this, you're the real MVP. Stay tuned for regularly scheduled programming. People say all the time that I'm running out of story times and that I don't know what to make anymore and this and that. And that's so not true. I have so many videos filmed right now that are such better content than this. But all of this weird stuff keeps happening to me to the point where I feel like I can't talk about anything but. So I hope you guys like this. Stay tuned for more not weird stuff. This has been a strange video. I don't know what the point of this was, but I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Probably literally gonna go edit this, eat my food, and upload it, and go to bed. So, love you guys, and I'll see you soon.